एक जगह पे इंडिया में फार्मर्स सुसाइड कर रहे हैं, दूसरी जगह पे काफ़ी फार्मर्स है जो लग्जरी कार्स खरीद रहे हैं.
But to be very honest, in my last 5 years of working in the agri sector, I have not met those kind of farmers जिसको अपन वो suicide farmers जो बोल रहे हैं. The guy who owns the land, जिसको हम actually farmer बोलते हैं, बहुत cases में वो farming खुद कर ही नहीं रहा होता है. I consider that all the farmers in India are actually entrepreneurs.
You know, everyone talks about this term, this word called save the soil.
Organic is not scalable. Look at what happened to Sri Lanka. They tried to go organic overnight. The entire agri ecosystem got busted. If you are buying a normal tomato for say 10 rupees a kg,
Okay.
an organic tomato, if it is really organic, cannot be sold below 70 to 80 rupees a kg.
What does it actually mean, you know, for a common man?
If we are eating fruits or vegetables which are loaded with chemicals, that is what is affecting us, and that is increasing the cancer rates across the country. Currently, the time that the government labs take is about 1.5 to 2 months.
और आपका report in how many days or weeks does it come?
5 minutes. On the spot, once you complete the test, you just press generate report. The report is there.
Can you give some example, yeah, if you can explain this little bit in detail, that how are you bridging this gap जहाँ पे जो soil का testing हो रहा है and farmers के लिए जो output आ रहा है, that is, you know, getting done in a efficient manner for the farmer.
So, ideally, in India, there is something called soil health card.
Okay.
जैसे आधार कार्ड होता है वैसे soil health card.
Correct.
In that, government does one free sample testing for the soil once in 4 years.
Okay.
But ideally, as per agronomy, soil testing has to be done at least once a month.
Okay.
Basically, the agronomy says that before putting in any fertilizer or anything that you add to your soil, take a test so that you know how much content is already there and give only what is, you know, the gap.
Okay.
मतलब जो अपन बोलते हैं ना कि जितनी भूख है उतना ही खाओ.
उतना ही खाओ.
Right? So that's what we want to bring into play. Now, with this device, what we are trying to do is we are planning to bring soil testing as a habit building for the farmers. पहले तो उनको आदत डालनी, क्योंकि अभी तो वो 4 साल में
पहले 4 साल में एक ही बार
हो रहा है. वो भी सरकार कर रही है इसलिए हो रहा है.
वो फ्री में होता था.
फ्री में होता है. बट मेजॉरिटी फार्मर्स जिनसे हम बात करते हैं वो बोलते हैं कि सर हमने तो 35 साल 40 साल में आज तक कभी सॉइल टेस्ट किया ही नहीं है.
Okay.
That is the true.
But unko they have to apply to the government or government does it?
So there are government labs. They have to send their soil to government labs as a courier में भेजो.
अच्छा.
वहाँ टेस्ट होके फिर उनको रिजल्ट मिलेगा.
Okay.
So currently the time that the government labs take is about 1.5 to 2 months.
Okay.
That is the ideal time that the government labs take. वो सैंपल मिलेगा, उसका वो टेस्टिंग होगा, सब कुछ होगा, वापस उसको रिजल्ट मिलेगा. The lead time takes about 1.5 to 2 months.
Correct.
The problem in that is by that time वो एक क्रॉप ऑलरेडी कर चुका होगा. So मेरे को अगर जब रिपोर्ट मिल रही है तो मेरा डिसीजन उस रिपोर्ट के बेस पे तो कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता है. That is as good as your dead blood report that we do, right? के blood report कराया लेकिन कोई एक्शन नहीं लिया हमने उसके ऊपर से. So it's as good as that.
Correct.
What with this report, what we are trying to do is we are also giving him what are the best crops. We are giving him 5 suggested crops for that particular soil, and then once they select the crop, we are also suggesting what are the best practices they could follow to get the maximum output.
और आपका report in how many days or weeks does it come?
5 minutes.
Oh, in 5 minutes.
It's a device which is like a power bank. So you just connect it to Bluetooth device. You go on the soil, land, you do the test. On the spot, once you complete the test, you just press generate report. The report is there, and you can start using that data. At the back end, we have our telecalling team. Once you have the report, you can just call our team. Take agronomy services as a free service that we provide to every farmer who is taking the test.
Wow.
So the idea is to build that habit of getting into soil testing.
I think we've got the device here. Yeah. So if we can see the device, अगर कुछ demo अगर आप कर सकते हो, that would be lovely for everyone.
Sure. So if you see here, this is the box that the device comes in.
Okay.
So that's it. This is the device. So this is the probes that are used to test the soil, and this gets connected via Bluetooth to the mobile phone.
Okay.
That's it.
Achha, this device you have to put it via Bluetooth. You have to connect
it to the phone, and this goes into the soil.
Okay, ये ऐसा soil के अंदर डाल देने का.
हाँ. That's it. That's the only device, and बाकी तो charger और वो सब है.
तो ये 5 मिनट में फिर कहाँ पे report आएगा on the phone?
Say for example, this is 1 acre of land. You do 5 reports, 5 tests, like 1, 2, 3, 4 corners and center. So 5 readings लेगा ये, और उसके बाद उसको collate करके उसका average out देगा आपको, so that the accuracy levels are maintained.
Okay.
So after that, it gives a report, which report says primary parameters like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, EC, pH, and moisture and humidity, temperature. Based on that, it will recommend 5 crops. Now 5 crops also, what we have done is farmer को fix पता नहीं होता कि उसको कौन सा crop करना है. So we give 2 fruits, 2 vegetables and 1 field crop like a rice or a sugarcane or anything, so that they can select from a wide variety.
Okay.
इवन देन जो सजेस्टेड क्रॉप्स है, कई बार ऐसा होता है कि फार्मर बोलता है कि नहीं सर मेरे यहाँ पे ये तो क्रॉप चलते ही नहीं है, मेरे यहाँ पे तो कुछ और क्रॉप होता है जो यहाँ पे सेल होता है.
जो सेल होता है.
तो व्हाट वी हैव इज 100 क्रॉप लिस्ट ऑन द मोबाइल ऐप. दे कैन सिलेक्ट फ्रॉम एनी ऑफ दैट लिस्ट. बेस्ड ऑन दैट द मोबाइल ऐप विल टेल देम कि अगर आपको मान लो फॉर एग्जांपल सजेस्टेड क्रॉप था चिली, बट आपको करना है टोमेटो, तो जब आप टोमेटो सिलेक्ट करोगे तो व्हाट द डिवाइस विल डू, द मोबाइल ऐप विल डू इज टेल यू दैट व्हाट आर द गैप्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ द न्यूट्रिशन एफिशिएंसी दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर टोमेटो.
और फिर वो अगर गैप है तो गैप फुलफिल
तो वो उसको बताएगा कि आपको कौन से फर्टिलाइजर यूज करने पड़ेंगे इन ऑर्डर टू गेट द मैक्सिमम आउटपुट.
ओके, गॉट इट. एंड देन फर्टिलाइजर बाय करने के लिए डू दे कम टू यू
No,
और इज
no.
इट दे हैव
So how we are doing it is basically this device costs say around close to 50,000 rupees.
Okay.
Now we don't expect farmers to spend that kind of money. So what we are doing is we are providing this device to the people who are already running retail outlets for seeds, pesticides, fertilizers.
Okay.
So we call them Krishi Doot. Right? Krishi Doot.
Doot.
In Hindi, Doot is like a friend.
Friend,
right?
correct.
So we call them Krishi Doots. So based on that, they buy the device and then they provide it as a service to the farmer. So farmer को तो एक टेस्ट का कॉस्ट जो आ रहा है वो 500 रुपये आ रहा है.
Okay, so for you it's a B2B model.
For us it's a B2B model.
हाँ, भेज दे.
And
Okay.
in that also we have done 2 models. One is non-subscription based model and one is subscription based model.
Okay.
So for
जिसमें outright
example,
purchase करना है
so
तो
somebody is purchasing this device, they can do up to 1 lakh tests.
Okay.
There's zero cost associated to that. If somebody doesn't want to buy the device like at a full price, then we do it at half price.
Okay.
And then there is a monthly subscription of 1,000 rupees for 100 tests.
Got it.
So both models are working pretty well currently.
Can I just see that?
Yeah.
That.
So these are metal probes. Each probe tests different parameters like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, pH, moisture.
And the beauty ऐसा अंदर डाल देंगे.
Yes. So ideally,
one time you do
ideally,
one corner, then
correct,
second corner,
correct.
third corner.
So ideally, you don't put it horizontally. What you do is basically to get consistent reading and better reading. क्योंकि क्या होता है, टॉप सॉइल जो होता है वो मोस्ट अफेक्टेड होता है वेदर कंडीशन से. तो मेरा जो न्यूट्रिशन वैल्यू है वो
नीचे
1-1.5 फीट नीचे हो. So we ideally ask them to dig a hole of 1 feet, 12
फिर
inches,
डालो.
and then insert it horizontally.
like that, horizontal.
Because what happens is that when the soil touches, compact soil touches the soil better, the report is better.
I see. Okay, got it. Makes
So
sense.
and all these are standard practices which are suggested by ICR, which is Indian Center of Agriculture Research.
Okay, got
So
it.
based on their recommendations, जो लोग लेबोरेटरी को recommend करते हैं वही recommendations को हम यहाँ पे यूज़ कर रहे हैं. So जब फार्मर लैब में जब भेजता है सॉइल को तो उसको भी यही बोला जाता है कि आप 4 कॉर्नर्स और सेंटर से पिक करो, उसको मिक्स कर दो और उसको भेज दो आप लैब में. So we are also practically doing the same thing.
Got it.
So now we are also working on a version where we are making it even more smaller. So what we are doing is, you can see this box here, right? So we are complete. This box has like a battery in it and all that kind of stuff. तो अभी उसको चार्ज का झमेला है, वो सब है. What we are doing is we are making this as a USB-C,
Correct.
and
so that's more
everything
easy,
comes into this.
Okay.
And we are increasing the length of the probes also. So with that, all this will get eliminated. Only this will
Only
remain.
this much will.
So you
So that's
directly
version
connect it
2.
to your you directly
phone में
connect
डाल
it to your
दो,
phone.
ये soil में
No charging, nothing required. आपका phone का ही जो power है उसी को use कर लेगा.
उसी को use करने. Correct.
So we're making it more compact.
More compact.
So it's already
So that becomes a version 2.
yes. I think we'll be launching that in the next couple of months.
Got it.
So that was the soil testing device. What we are doing is, the more it is getting used, more the device is getting used, the more the accuracy levels are increasing, the more AI learning is happening. So now
This is AI driven.
yeah, this is completely AI ML driven. So for example, if I'm doing say 100 tests in certain district, now the AI will tell their mobile app or the device कि ये district में ये type का soil है. So based on that, जो रीडिंग और जो आउटपुट है उसका जो recommendations है वो उसका उतना बेटर होता
Evolve
जाएगा.
होता जाएगा.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is
Nice.
completely done through our mobile app.
Okay. Got it. Wonderful. Coming to investments, right? You were on season 2 of Shark Tank.
Yeah.
what was it before Shark Tank? I think it would have aired what in November, December,
February.
Feb 24,
Feb 22.
Feb 22.
Yes.
Sorry, season 2.
Yeah.
What was it before Shark Tank, and how did life change after Shark Tank?
So
And your startup changed after.
So before Shark Tank, we were operating like an MSME.
Yeah.
There was nothing called startup. So just before, I think.
But you were already doing decent business,
Yeah.
profitable. Or
So I
whatever.
think before we came on Shark Tank, we were already doing about 15 crore revenue business.
Okay.
So it was normal MSME जैसे
चल रहा है, हाँ.
अपन इंडिया में जो बोलते धंधा कर रहे
धंधा कर रहे थे,
थे.
हाँ.
So we were trying to build a dhanda, right?
Correct.
So that was going on, and me and my wife were watching Shark Tank season 1, and she just said that why don't you try and apply because you have started something new. So then I said we have not even registered as a startup and all that. So coincidentally 2-3 people more told me that you should think on those lines and understand how you can create that kind of a thing. So that's when I actually met a few people from the startup world to understand first what is startup. So पता चला कि startup कुछ नहीं, धंधा चालू किया, उसका word है startup.
Correct.
So got those registrations and all those things done, and that's how the journey began. And just applied online, not knowing where we are headed. तब तक ये नहीं पता था कि
तब वो ऐड नहीं था ना कि शार्क टैंक पे आना है,
फैड
marketing
नहीं था,
करने के
and to be very honest, I did not expect that we would reach there.
लिए. Reach there, हाँ.
Like out of the entire country, building something in an agri sector so crude, we didn't think that it would sort of.
And agri is the last sector that would come
Exactly.
on Shark Tank.
It's not a glamorous sector, so
not
to
a
say,
sexy
right?
sector,
So we didn't think that it would be TV worthy kind of a thing. So we thought, ठीक है, चलो एक experience होगा, कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा. So that was our agenda, why we went there. But yeah, we just flowed through the process and we realized that we are there. So I think it was about a 6-month process that happened. And we got aired, we got that Shark Tank deal. Piyush Namita came on board.
Correct.
The biggest benefit that we got was building trust. Because we are not a D2C brand. So we didn't expect overnight sales increase or those kind of
Nothing,
things.
yeah,
because a farmer is not watching a Shark Tank.
Correct.
Right. So when we work with any corporates or any dealers or distributors, they are the ones who are actually giving importance to any of these kind of things. So they sort of gave importance that कि अच्छा आप TV पे आए हो तो कुछ तो आपने सही किया होगा. So that credibility building activity sort of the time reduced. पहले क्या होता था, जाके बताना पड़ता था कि हम कौन है, क्या करते हैं, क्या नहीं करते हैं. अब क्या होता था, हमको जिससे मिलना होता था हम पहले उसको वीडियो व्हाट्सएप पे भेज देते थे. तो उसको एक आइडिया आ जाता था कि हम क्या करते हैं, क्या नहीं करते हैं. तो गेटिंग योर फुट इन द डोर वाज अ लिटिल इजी. So that was the code that we cracked through Shark Tank. And post that, yes, we got good traction through that and sort of started building that business.
How was the experience in the tank? Like, what was, like, were you guys nervous? I think
nervous
your
as hell.
wife had
No,
to go?
me and my brother.
You and your brother.
Yeah.
So were you guys nervous? Were you guys like confident कि भाई जो होगा देखा
So,
जाएगा? Funding मिली तो मिली, नहीं मिली तो नहीं मिली.
So that was obviously the thing. Funding मिली तो मिली, नहीं मिली तो नहीं
Okay,
मिली.
that was
Because
the perspective and attitude. Okay.
Because we were not knowing, and trust me, it's not scripted at all. So you don't know what are the questions or what. So there is a team.
But are you trained from the team that अच्छा
Yes.
ये
So there
आपको
is a
इस हिसाब से
team.
prepare
So it's a
करना है
3-day
mentally?
process before the entire shoot happens. So basically they train you to become TV worthy.
Okay.
Right, because
Entertainment
a normal human being is not trained to have
TV,
40 cameras around you.
Correct.
Right. आप इधर पैर रख रहे हो तो यहाँ कैमरा है, यहाँ हिल रहे हो तो यहाँ कैमरा है. एंड यू आर इंस्ट्रक्टेड कि अच्छा अगर आपको मान लो बॉटल उठाना है तो बॉटल आप ऐसे नहीं उठाओगे, आप यहाँ से ऐसे जाओगे और यहाँ से ऐसे उठाओगे, बिकॉज दैट इज गोइंग टू लुक गुड ऑन टीवी. राइट. सो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड बिकम्स वेरी कॉन्शियस. हाथ ऐसे रखने हैं, मेरे को पॉकेट में नहीं डालने हैं, आई हैव टू स्टैंड लाइक दिस. सो दोज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग ऑन आवर माइंड. एंड मोर देन एनीथिंग एल्स वी वर कॉन्फिडेंट ऑन आवर product, our company and what we were trying to build. But because of all this external situations, we became conscious. That was the nervousness that kicked in.
And that would be probably for the first 5-10 minutes of entering the tank.
15 minutes, I would say. First 15 minutes. So I think the overall shoot goes on for about 1.5 hour, depending on
per deal. Per pitch.
Per pitch.
Okay.
And what you see is just a snippet
15,
of it.
20 minutes,
10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on the footage that they can create.
Correct.
So that was the entire thing. But yes, the good part was that helped us build a lot of confidence. Openly किसी को भी face कर सकते हैं. Right? Because VC वर्ल्ड में जब आप जाते हो तो दे स्क्रूटनाइज यू इवन मोर.
Even more. Right?
बिकॉज शार्क टैंक पे उनके पास कोई पेपर नहीं थे. उनके पास खाली वही इन्फॉर्मेशन थी जो हमने दी थी उनको.
करेक्ट.
जब VC वर्ल्ड में जाते हो तो उनके पास आपका पूरा डेटा बैंक होता है. सो दे कैन,
और वहाँ तो 3-4 राउंड होंगे.
और वहाँ तो इनफॉर्मल है ना. दे आर गोइंग टू कम टू यू, और यू दे गोइंग टू कॉल देम टू यू, एंड देन दे आर गोइंग टू ग्रिल यू.
करेक्ट.
So that gave us that confidence to be in this whole startup ecosystem. So that's how the journey began.
What was the toughest question you were asked in the tank?
I think the toughest question is always about the valuation, because that is a question which is very subjective, right? Because there is no sort of a limit of what value you put to your business, and it's since it's
What was your valuation? What were you?
So we had pitched about 100 crores.
And the ask was?
Ask was 1 crore.
Okay, so 1%.
1%. So generally, ideally, these sharks, they invest anywhere between 25 lakhs to 1 crore. That is their ideal check size.
Correct.
So based on that, we had curated that, and we got the deal on that.
On 100 crore.
On 50 crores.
50 crores.
50 crores.
Negotiate.
So basically, what happened was our last fundraise.
room रखना ही पड़ता है.
नहीं, उसमें वो हुआ था कि our last fundraise had happened at 50 crores.
So that was the max
they said that आपका last fundraise round जो हुआ था, हम भी उसी value पे आना चाहते हैं.
Correct.
So that was how they negotiated.
Yeah.
And
that's what they do.
And we were told by their prep team that if you accept a deal, your chances of coming on a TV are higher. So since we were not expecting anything, तो हमने बोला यार हमको क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है, पैसा आया नहीं आया, हमको तो फर्क पड़ता है, डील एक्सेप्ट कर लो.
Correct.
So that's how we accepted that deal.
Correct.
But then things went through, and Piyush and Namita came on board.
So I'll tell you. So I was watching this right now. This CNBC पे interview of Piyush, जो Lenskart का ना IPO is coming. So just yesterday only I was watching, and उसमें Mangalam, who is one of the anchors, and he's a good friend of mine. We play cricket together. So he asked Piyush that your valuation is, why is it of 250 times price to earnings at 70,000 crore market cap or something जो लोग launch कर रहे हैं. So it was, and they just started turning profitable.
Correct.
1-2 quarters, 3
Correct.
quarters back, whatever, as per the RHP, right? So and Piyush Bansal did not have a concrete answer, and Mangalam asked him, कि literally you guys grill founders on the tank कि valuation बहुत high है, ये है, आप negotiate करते हो, तो आपका क्यों 240 times है of the price of the earnings, which is like extraordinarily high, exorbitantly for the public market. So he was like, "Nee, all the investors have worked together, the bankers have worked together."
Yeah, as I said, there's no concrete answer to that.
There's no concrete. So he had no concrete answer.
Because it's very subjective.
I realized, what.
Yeah. And it's your baby, so you would always want a higher price tag, right?
Correct. But tell me one thing. So once Piyush and Namit came on board, right? Once they invested, how has the strategy changed? What is the kind of value addition that they got into the picture? Sorry, go ahead.
So to be very honest, they are also business people. They don't have time to, come and tell you how to run your business.
Correct.
So I think the only value add they bring is if you need any connects, or if you are directly, correlated to their sector. That's when they really add value. But we coming from an agri sector, they don't have any experience or any connections in the agri sector. So frankly speaking, we could not get what we expected out of, as a help from them. Just because we were in a very different sector.
Correct.
But I have seen them helping people who are in the related sectors. So I think that is one of the things that we have to.
But do their teams do any strategy calls with you guys? If not them, maybe
they do review calls. They do review calls and they ask you questions. So basically, asking those questions is also very important because that helps you introspect.
Correct.
So initially, all the reviews were taken by the CFO from Lenskart and all those people. So that helped us create a lot of MIS systems in our company because the kind of questions make it more professionally run. And me telling my team that MIS time pe ready nahi hua, and now Piyush telling him कि यार MIS मेरे को ये date पे चाहिए. So it made my work easier, right?
Correct.
So those kind of things were indirect benefits that we got, and obviously the Shark Tank label obviously is very valuable.
But do you get a chance to meet them often? ऐसा कुछ होता है?
Once a year.
Okay.
But Piyush I have not been able to meet since last 2 years because he's been busy prepping his own company for IPO. I met Namita last year.
Now he'll have a lot of cash in bank, so now probably he'll
Let's
go all
see.
out. Tell me, this is something now that you already been doing, right? तो इसलिए अभी आसान हो रहा है समझाने के लिए. What was it initially when you started, and when you had to explain it to your family कि I'm doing something for farmers, agri के अंदर, soil के अंदर, जिसको शायद समझेगा नहीं.
Yeah.
How was that What was that journey like?
So I
when you
remember,
started?
so I started in, how it happened was actually not a very happy story, but so I lost my father in 2014, and before that I was, working with my father in a family business.
Okay.
So when I
What
lost
was
him,
that?
it was completely in packaging sector. So which was started by him and my grandfather more than 50 years ago. So that was a very good established family business. But when I lost him, I started doing little bit of gardening as a hobby with my mother.
Oh, nice.
So that is where till then plants give us oxygen, plants are green, photosynthesis होता है. That was all I knew. And
पेड़ लगाओ.
पेड़ लगाओ बस. that's जो अपन को स्कूल में दिखाया जाता है या अपने को जो बताया जाता है. I don't know that there's so much of science that is involved in agriculture, so to say. But then when I started doing my own gardening, I started understanding little bit about soil. I started understanding little bit about, what is important, why the flowers sometimes are more, why are they less, why they are small, why they are big. YouTube videos देखे, self learn किया YouTube videos देख के. So वहाँ से that hobby sort of, stuck. So by 2016, I realized that, this is giving me a lot of happiness. Then I told my brother that, I'm thinking of doing something in agri sector. He said, what? I said, I don't know what. But something in the agri sector, because I think I want to get associated with this sector because it is giving me that kind of joy, and, I'm feeling that happiness when I work on a farm or, I'm working in a garden. So then, he said, we have a business, so keep it as a hobby. It's better.
Elder brother.
Yeah, no, he's younger. He's 6 years younger to me.
Okay.
So my mother was also like, नहीं अपने gardening करते उतना ठीक है, don't go beyond that.
धंधे पे ध्यान दो.
हाँ, तो typical family reply that I got. I read one article that, the Indian farmers are earning about 10,000 rupees a month on an average. So that stuck with me that, अगर लाख सवा लाख रुपए कमाएगा तो वो grow कैसे करेगा. And if the farmers who contribute to about 50% of our economy, if they don't grow, how is our economy going to grow? So, those numbers sort of stuck with me. And that's when I told my brother that, let's focus on helping the farmers to increase their net revenues. So then we went around the world to understand what is happening in the world, Europe, US, China, Mexico, Israel. So we went around exhibitions, met some farmers in those countries. We understood that technology adoption in terms of not just like AI, ML and all that, but the real technology adoption, like for example, drip irrigations or sprinkler irrigations and, mulching films and insect nets and those kind of things, which are called precision and protected cultivation products. The penetration of those kind of concepts in Western world is almost 70-80%. In India, it is 1%. So that's when, I found that, this is the gap that we can fulfill. And to our luck, what happened was all these products were made out of similar materials like packaging materials that we were already manufacturing.
Oh, okay. Got it.
It was combination of different polymers and different materials which are used for manufacturing those products. And that's what my brother has studied. So he's a polymer engineer.
Oh.
So then, it sort of stuck him also that if it is the similar material, then we can probably, implement those products. So that's when we started doing research and development on those products. We bought some products from Israel, tried to use those products. जैसे trading करते हैं ना अपन पहले हमने trading करने का कोशिश किया, but those products didn't work in India because temperature conditions are different, your soil conditions are different, your fertilizers, chemicals that we are using are different, the farmer practices are different, the water pH levels are different.
Correct.
So then we had to go back to the drawing board and redesign the products as per Indian farmer, understanding. Now that is when, agronomy as a concept started kicking in, because till we understand agronomy, we can't design a product.
Correct.
So that's when I did like a couple of online courses of agronomy to understand what agronomy is all about. तब पता चला कि ये पूरी science है पीछे.
So you went through a lot of courses, a lot of self-learning, a lot of understanding and sitting down with farmers and understanding their problem, actually working on the soil to make a product which is for soil, better output basically.
Correct. Like just to give you one example, we gave a product which is mulching film to a farmer, and ideally under any ideal circumstances, it was supposed to last for 9 months for that farmer. 10 days after the farmer calls that आपका product पूरा फट गया है. तो we were like ऐसा हो तो नहीं सकता है. And this was in I think Chhattisgarh. The temperature in that area was around close to 40-42 degrees. So we thought कि हो सकता है temperature zone ज़्यादा होगा, तो maybe our product was not properly designed and all that.
Correct.
So we went with our technical team to understand what has happened. And we found that जैसे बॉम्ब फटा हो ना कहीं पे, वैसा चीथड़े उड़ गए पूरे प्रोडक्ट के. And we were all confused कि यार क्या हुआ है. And our technical team was not able to decipher what is the problem. So then I contacted a couple of soil people to understand whether it is a soil related issue or weather related issue. So the soil people actually took some soil sample and took it to the lab to test the soil. Then they came back and asked few questions to the farmer that कि आपने soil में क्या डाला था, because before you put any of the products they have to prepare the soil so that nutrition goes to the plant.
With the fertilizers.
Correct.
Yeah. So we've heard about 2 stories of farmers, right? Since you and the farmers, this thing. एक जगह पे इंडिया में फार्मर्स सुसाइड कर रहे हैं, दूसरी जगह पे काफ़ी फार्मर्स है जो लग्जरी कार्स खरीद रहे हैं. What's your take on that? Why is there such a contradiction in terms of 2 sides of the farmer or the agri economy?
So yes, there are both set of type of farmers present. That is primarily because of the small landholding size that we have in India. What has happened over the years in India is that families बढ़ गए, सबके किसी के 3 बच्चे, किसी के 4 बच्चे, किसी के 5 बच्चे. तो लैंड होल्डिंग मान लो उसके पास 2 हेक्टेयर था, वो डिवाइड होते छोटे होते जा रहे हैं.
Okay.
So that is one reason why those small farmers are there. So I think as per the demographics, more than 50% of the farmers are
Small.
between 1 to 2 hectares, which is about 2 to 5 acres.
Okay.
And
So those are called small farmers.
small and marginal farmers.
Small and marginal farmers.
Right?
Correct. That's
But to be very honest, in my last 5 years of working in the agri sector, I have not met those kind of farmers जिसको अपन वो suicide farmers जो बोल रहा है.
so what you're saying is
Across the country, I have not met
business or whatever you have dealt with, whichever farmers.
I have not met that
किसी ने
farmer.
भी- Oh, wow.
I have not met that farmer yet. The other thing is farmer का perception. धोती पहना है, turban बांध. That is how we have pictured a farmer.
Farmer, yeah.
Right? Now, one thing that I understood after working in the sector is that the guy who owns the land, जिसको हम actually farmer बोलते हैं, वो बहुत केसेस में वो फार्मिंग खुद कर ही नहीं रहा होता है, उसके पास भी लेबर होती है.
Wow.
और वो लेबर होती है जो वो धोती टर्बन वाली दिखती है आपको,
जो एक्चुअल में फार्मर, मतलब जो एक्चुअल में फार्मिंग कर रहे हैं,
जो वहाँ पे खेती में कुछ काम कर रहे हैं. जो लैंड जिसके पास 5 एकड़ की जमीन है, वो वहाँ पे बैठ के टिलिंग नहीं करेगा, वो 500 रुपए की लेबर को बुलाएगा और उससे काम करवाएगा. सो नाउ think of it that the landowner is acting like an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He's a real estate owner.
He's a real estate owner, and he's doing it as a business. So I consider that all the farmers in India are actually entrepreneurs. Whether they have right amount of knowledge, funding, or equipments to get it profitable is a question.
वो तो हम भी सीख रहे हैं.
वो भी हम भी सीख रहे हैं. So I think we just have to change that lens of looking at farmers. Labor is not the one who is actually, a farmer.
Wow. I'm getting goosebumps.
So वो जो लेबर है वो तो जैसे हमारी फैक्ट्री में दिहाड़ी पे लेबर काम करती है, ये भी वही है. हम भी 500 रुपए दे रहे हैं, वो भी 500 रुपए दे रहा है उसको.
अमेजिंग पर्सपेक्टिव. कभी ऐसा सोचा नहीं था.
और आप देखो कि कोई भी फार्मर, किसी की फसल अगर खराब हो जाती है तो वो खेती करना छोड़ नहीं देता है, वो फिर से करता है. लोन लेके करेगा या कहीं से वो NBFC से लोन उठाएगा, वो 35% का लोन लेगा, लेकिन वो करेगा.
जो एंटरप्रेन्योर करता है अपने धंधे को सर्वाइव करने.
Exactly. So how are we different than them, or how are they different than us?
Wow.
So that is how I have looked at things in the last 5 years. So that when I started differentiating between a labor and a landowner, that's when I realized कि यार ये पूरा गेम अलग है. So सुसाइड वो लेबर कर सकता है क्योंकि वो 500 रुपये कमा रहा है. अब अगर उसने कहीं से लोन ले लिया 20-25% वाला, तो वो नहीं चुका पाएगा. अब मीडिया में क्या आता है, वी डोंट नो. नो वन नोस. अब बोलने को तो आप उसको भी फार्मर ही बोलोगे.
करेक्ट. हाँ, उसको कोई लेबर तो बोलेगा नहीं, वो तो.
सो इफ यू आस्क अ क्वेश्चन, हाउ मेनी लैंड ओनर्स हैव डन सुसाइड, probably the answer would be very different. Because at worst what he would have done is sold his land.
Yeah, if he needs money or something.
If he needs money. Or taken loan against that land. But he would not have done suicide. I'm very sure on that.
Yeah, because he would have earned
exactly.
lifetime.
Exactly. और वो लैंड पार्सल जो होता है उसके आसपास उनका घर भी होता है, उनके पास पक्के मकान है, ऐसा नहीं है कि उनके पास कोई झोपड़े में रह रहे हैं, ऐसा कुछ है. हाँ, वो सेगमेंट होगा इन सम रिमोट एरियाज, ऐसा सेगमेंट भी होगा. आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग दैट सेगमेंट वुड नॉट बी देयर, बट देन दैट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट सेगमेंट ऑल टुगेदर. वो फिर जो इसको अपन आदिवासी बोलते हैं,
मे बी. या
बट एट अ जनरल लेवल जो फार्मर अगर 5 एकड़ या 2 एकड़ पे टमाटर की खेती करके और टमाटर बेच रहा है तो वो लाख 2 लाख रुपए कमा रहा है 6 महीने में, तो दैट्स अ डिसेंट इनफ इनकम टू सर्वाइव, राइट? बिकॉज रूरल में आपके खर्चे और कुछ नहीं है.
कुछ नहीं है, करेक्ट.
सो आई थिंक दैट्स द लेंस दैट आई लुक एट विथ.
Wonderful. Can you share story where, you know, with your product, with your services, जहाँ पे एक फार्मर की लाइफ ड्रास्टिकली इम्प्रूव हुई है, चेंज हुई है,
Many.
एंड यू नो you probably had goosebumps or tears in your eyes
Yeah,
while
yeah.
listening to
So
that.
I'll share this story. There were this 3 brothers who were doing farming of tomato, onions in Gujarat. So it's about close to about 200 kilometers from Surat. So they saw us in some exhibition and they understood the entire product and everything. And one of the brother called us on our phone and said, can you send somebody to help us understand how these products work and all that? So our team went there, gave them proper understanding that how, say for example you are getting 10 tons of tomato output in 1 acre in one season, how you can increase that from 10 to 20 tons by using the right technology, the right products. In 2 years time, all those 3 brothers have an SUV that they have bought, and they came to Surat in their SUVs, clicked photos with us and told us thank you that because of the knowledge that you gave us, we are where we are now. So these kind of stories, and to be honest, these are the stories that keep me going day in day out, right? Because that is what gives me that satisfaction that I am able to make a difference to these people's life. It's not the money that is coming in. Money is something which is a byproduct. Because when I see those success stories, that is what gives me that energy and kick to sort of do this day in day out.
Do you engage with your farmers?
Yes,
On a
yes.
daily or regular basis?
Yes. I personally don't engage that much now because now I've sort of elevated to different work. But yes, our team does. And even me, when I'm on the field or, when I travel, I do meet farmers.
You go and meet the
So
farmer.
you see this product boxes and all that. So I always have like 5 or 10 boxes in my car.
Huh.
So whenever I'm going by road and if I see a farmer, using any of the products or, doing any tomato farming, and if I don't see the products, I stop my car, I meet them, I, try to teach them, understand from them. So I think that helps me keep alive the entire pulse of the business.
And it keeps you on the ground. कि
Yes.
भाई, ये जमीन
Yes.
से जुड़ा हुआ business
So
है,
whenever
you
I'm
have
traveling
to-
by car, whether I'm on a holiday or anything, I keep my products with me and I keep meeting farmers. I was one time coming back from Aurangabad to Surat by car. So on the way, I was crossing Nasik. So, my kids love grapes. So I just drove into a grape farm, met the farmers, told them about the products, bought some grapes from them. And today they are our customers. So, that happens a lot. So I keep doing that a lot.
That is interesting. Actually, that's best way to
Yeah, because otherwise you can't
stay in touch.
Yeah.
With the reality and what is happening, how
Yeah.
market is evolving, what is the farmer thinking.
Correct.
Amazing. Everyone talks about this term, this word called save the soil. Farmers के लिए ये बहुत media में भी I think
Correct.
it goes a lot,
Yeah.
that save the soil and stuff like that. What does it actually mean, for a common man, and how is it a common man can also help in doing this?
So the word save the soil is real, not just for India but globally.
Globally.
In the past 100 years, we have been doing farming across the world and not knowing what actually is the repercussion of the practices that we are doing through use of chemicals, fertilizers, pesticides and all that. Similar to how any industry starts, like when textile started, they didn't know what kind of water pollution is happening, what kind of air pollution is going to happen.
They didn't know that.
Right?
तो कर
So
रहे थे, हाँ.
initially Manchester was a textile hub. It got polluted, stopped. Then Boston became a textile hub, polluted, stopped. Then China was there, and India is there. Now Africa is becoming. So it's, I think, an evolution that happens. Similarly, in agriculture, in the last 100 years, we have used all sorts of different products. The lifespan of 100 years is very small in terms of environmental impact to understand whether to use that product or not.
Okay.
Right? But once you have used it, now we are seeing the results of what is happening. So practically the topsoil, which is the 1.5 feet of topsoil globally, is degraded. And the biggest thing when this degradation happens, you can replenish the nutrients, but you can't replenish something which is organic. Like, for example, the biggest content is organic carbon. Now, organic carbon has been deposited over millions and millions of years. right? But because of the use of chemicals, the organic carbon has been eroded very fast. So because of that, it's like consider that as an ozone layer of atmosphere. So organic carbon is that ozone layer for the soil, right? So that ozone layer is depleting for the soil. So because of that, what happens is that when you so nitrogen is available in the air. 78% of our air is nitrogen.
Okay.
That nitrogen gets converted to nitrate, which is taken up by the plant, and that conversion happens through microorganisms in the soil.
Okay.
So now if you put more chemicals, those microorganisms are going to go away. So your natural process has stopped. So if you see now, a lot of work is happening on replenishing the microorganisms, fixing the organic carbon. You will see a lot of schemes coming in for along with Save the Soil, how to protect the organic carbon.
Okay.
Or how to sort of retain whatever is left. Because till now there is no sort of fixation of organic carbon, so to say, for the soil. There's nothing available in the market, not in India, globally. So what we can do is we can just try and keep status quo. So that
is there any way like a common man can help in this process of saving the soil?
Yes. Initially we spoke about how people have started buying things on Swiggy's and Zomatos. I think what we need to learn one thing, even though US has evolved as a country, but if you still see Sunday is being celebrated as a grocery day in US, where the entire family goes and buys the grocery in a grocery store. They still have those Walmarts and the Amazon outlets.
Correct.
Even Amazon ventured into a brick and mortar for groceries.
Yeah.
I think that is something which we need to bring to India or to other countries also, where the families is involved in buying groceries, because our kids, they won't know what grocery buying is.
So Swiggy, Instamart.
Even I think initially we
even
would
for
have
me,
gone,
if I
right?
can.
But in last maybe 20 years, we might not have gone to buy a single thing.
Absolutely.
So we have lost touch of what is real, what is not real. Because we have stopped asking questions. So basically
Convenience चाहिए बस.
कन्वीनियंस चाहिए. अब शॉपकीपर को हम पूछ ही नहीं रहे हैं कि आप ऑर्गेनिक रख रहे हो, आप केमिकल फ्री रख रहे हो, नहीं रख रहे हो. सो ही इज ऑल्सो नॉट बॉदर्ड. इफ ही इज नॉट बॉदर्ड, वो पीछे जो सप्लाई चेन है वो पूरी सप्लाई चेन बॉदर नहीं कर रही है. So as a consumer, we should be asking those questions that where is my food coming from?
Correct. I think there are certain...
Am I eating healthy?
Yeah. There are certain... So every Sunday in Powai, then at Nariman Point, there are certain places in Mumbai where every Sunday the fresh farm produce comes.
Correct.
And it's like a big...
Like a market.
Yeah,
market
like
setup.
it's like a...
A lot of startups are doing that, yeah.
Agri market kind of a thing that they create every Sunday at some point, And farmers from some place that they come and they set up their shops there. So there's no middleman.
Correct.
And apparently the prices are less. I've never been there, but apparently the prices are less because there is no middleman.
Correct.
So the margin reduces.
And trust me, farmers are getting better price even after selling at lower price.
They would get a better price because the middlemen take a lot of the price.
Yes.
That is though their model, and that's why it hurts a lot for that farmer to sell via that middleman. Tell me, so Sikkim has become the first organic state, in India. What is it that other cities, other states can really learn from Sikkim? And, if it has to become, or if we have to move towards an organic country in general, like organic producing country, how do we, move towards that direction?
It is sort of a little gray area for me personally. That's my opinion. I could be wrong.
Yeah, because you are from the industry.
Yeah. So when we talk of organic, the biggest challenge is that, there are very few methods of testing whether it is really organic or not. And one thing that I've learned by being in the industry is that organic is not scalable.
Okay. Why?
The reason is because when you do organic farming, pest attacks are real, weather change is real. How do you, tackle all these issues? There are not enough organic products available.
So organic mein what kind of weather conditions you need?
So for example, if it is raining heavily, or an unseasonal rain is happening, what it will do is that unseasonal rain will give birth to certain kind of pests.
Okay.
Right?
In the soil
or on the plant, like caterpillars and those kind of insects and all that. How do you kill those insects or take care of those insects without use of chemicals?
Okay.
There are not enough products available.
क्योंकि आप organic कर रहे हो तो chemical डाल ही
नहीं सकते.
Okay.
Right?
वरना उसका जो
ठीक है. अब अगर आपका 1 एकड़ का फार्म है तो मे बी आप घर के नुस्खे, जिसको इंडिया में कहा जाता है कि मैंने मे बी हल्दी के पानी से या नीम के एक्सट्रैक्ट से मैंने उसको टैकल कर लिया. ठीक है, लेकिन अब वो मैं अगर 10 एकड़ पे कर दूं तो उतना नीम का एक्सट्रैक्ट लाऊंगा कहाँ से? और अगर वो नीम का एक्सट्रैक्ट जो मेरे को 1 एकड़ पे आ रहा था वो तो मैंने घर के कुछ नुस्खों से बना लिया, अब जब 10 एकड़ पे करना है तो उसकी कॉस्ट वायबिलिटी कितनी होगी? एंड उसके बाद जो मेरा एफर्ट उसमें जाएगा वो जब सब करने के बाद द प्राइस ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट इज द कंज्यूमर रेडी टू पे दैट प्राइस. So just to give you a perspective, if you are buying a normal tomato for say 10 rupees a kg,
Okay.
an organic tomato, if it is really organic, cannot be sold below 70 to 80 rupees a kg.
Wow, that's the difference.
That's the
between
difference
The price.
in the price.
7x.
Yes, because if you are buying say organic pesticides or organic fertilizers, which are plant-based fertilizers and all that,
Correct.
अगर एक normal fertilizer अगर 1000 रुपए का है तो वो 5000 रुपए का है.
और आपका जो भी इनपुट्स है फर्टिलाइजर
Correct?
सारा चेंज.
तो अगर आपका इनपुट ही 5x से बढ़ गया है तो आपका आउटपुट कैसे सस्ता हो सकता है? सो इफ समबडी इज सेइंग कि मैं 20 रुपए पे ऑर्गेनिक टोमेटो दूंगा,
तो
so that's a question for me, where how can it be organic? You know, scalability of organic is a challenge. Look at what happened to Sri Lanka. They tried to go organic overnight. The entire agri ecosystem got busted.
is it?
Yeah. So becoming organic, so just to give you an example, like so today if I have a land, if I want to get it certified organic, it's a 5-year process. So first 3 years I can't do any farming. I have to just prepare the land as per the process of making it organic. So पहले 3 साल आप उसमें पैसा इन्वेस्ट करो,
खाली सर्टिफिकेशन
और वो सब का प्रोसेस करो, और उसके बाद आप ऑर्गेनिक लेके आओ. और ऑर्गेनिक अगर आपको 100 रुपए पे बेचना है तो कोई लेने वाला नहीं है आज आपके पास.
वाओ.
सो हाउ डू यू स्केल दिस?
हाउ डू यू स्केल दिस?
और फार्मर 3 साल तक अगर कुछ करेगा नहीं जमीन पे तो खाएगा कैसे?
करेक्ट.
So, you know, it's a very different challenge to make organic. Even in countries like Europe, US, कहीं पे भी आप across the world, not just in India, organic अगर आप देखोगे as a small scale, आप कोई भी बड़े स्टोर में आप US में भी जाओगे, आपको एक साइड में शेल्फ मिलेगा ऑर्गेनिक.
हाँ, वहाँ पे भी नहीं है.
मेन स्ट्रीम ऑर्गेनिक नहीं हो सकता.
नहीं हो सकता.
क्योंकि वो स्केलेबल ही नहीं है.
Yeah.
So it is difficult.
You were mentioning about your son and daughter not eating capsicum.
Yeah.
So
I took them to a farm to see how things are being done. So, you know, people were spraying different pesticides and all that. So my kids asked, you know, what are they spraying? So I told them, I showed them on, you know, YouTube and Google that what the products are and all that. So my kids are small. They could not, you know, understand that much. But my wife and my mother and everybody understood what is happening. So they were like, if we are going to eat so much of chemicals, how are we going to survive? So because whatever is being given to the plant is going to uptake that and give you in return, right? So it's like how technology, we say garbage in, garbage out, right?
Correct.
It's the same thing here also.
Yeah.
So if we are eating fruits or vegetables which are loaded with chemicals, you know, like sulfurs and, you know, ammonias and chlorines and all those kind of things, that is what is affecting us, and that is increasing the cancer rates across the country.
Okay.
Not just in India, like globally.
How is it related to cancer?
So basically, when you inhale those chemicals or eat those chemicals through fruits or vegetables, those are the things that sort of activate your cancer cells. So we all have cancer cells in us, which are
Correct.
in a form of active or non-active cancer cells.
Yeah.
So basically, these chemicals are somewhere responsible for making them active. That's what the studies say. I'm not an expert on that side, but you know, that is one of the reasons that has been found.
So
that
then,
you know,
so with those chemicals, your sulfur, of course, the farmers are just spraying it like this with their hands. तो वो उनके शरीर में भी जा रहा है, जिसकी वजह से even farmers getting cancer, or the rates in farmer community is going high, and then it is going on the consumer via, because जो food पे या fruit पे वो लोग डाल रहे हैं, जो plant पे डाल रहे हैं, soil पे डाल रहे हैं.
Overall, if you see, there are 3 levels of impact that we can see. One is obviously on the farmers who are using it or spraying it. The second one is the soil and the environment. Because more the chemicals we are using, these are all you know, emitting greenhouse emission gases, right? So that is environment impact. So if you see overall in terms of the carbon emission, 10% of the carbon emission globally comes from agriculture sector because of the use of pesticides, fertilizers, and, you know, excessive use of waters and, you know, all those other methods. And the third impact is the consumer.
Because of the food intake.
Yeah, so it's a
this is mind-boggling.
It's a ripple impact.
Second time I'm getting goosebumps in this conversation. Amazing. You know, so I want to ask you very quick questions, right, before we wrap it. Tell me, what is that one advice you would want to give to a young founder who's building for Bharat?
I think the biggest thing that I have learned personally is being persistent. Building a business or building, the journey of entrepreneurship is all about being persistent. If you see any success story of any big entrepreneur, in the media you might see it like an overnight success, or the media might
yeah,
make it
of
look
course.
like an overnight success.
Correct.
But the hard work that entrepreneur might have put in for 10 years, 15 years is not visible on the media. So nothing as a business or or an organization can be created without 10 to 15 years of being persistent behind your dreams. So if you are not that persistent on any idea, or creating, making that idea big for at least 10 years, don't start it. Because
Okay.
then it is bound to fail.
Bound to fail, yeah. So I had met one person 2-3 days back, and he's like, if I'm starting a business and I want to go to a VC is going to ask me what's your exit. So I'm going to show him the door only, this is your exit. Why? Because if I'm doing a business, it is not to exit, or it is
Correct.
not for me to find an exit and stuff
Correct.
like that. It is a marriage. You're not marrying someone to get divorced after 5 years, right? It is not a dating thing. So you're marrying someone for lifelong. जब
So
तक
I
आप हो तब तक आप हो.
I was asked this question once in my early days, that what is my plan B if this does not work? I was like, I don't have a plan B.
Plan B, yeah.
Because the day I have a plan B, something goes wrong, I'll go to that plan, I'll run to that plan B, right? So I don't want to have a plan B, because I'm confident that I
Focused
can
on
make this
Yeah,
big.
absolutely. Okay, one thing that is going wrong in agriculture system right now, which you would want to change immediately.
I think more privatization. I think the original farm laws that were suggested by our Prime Minister, I think those farm laws are in favor of farmers. Maybe a little bit of tweaks would be required, but I think better farm laws for bringing in more privatization to agriculture, because more the privatization, more the money will flow
Money
in, and
flow
more the
in.
technology will be adopted. I think that's the
It opens a lot of global gates also.
yes, and that is when the corporates would be also interested in the entire value chain.
Value chain, correct.
Because if you just give them one part of the value chain, the large corporates won't be interested.
Makes sense. Yeah.
They want to close the loop, so
Correct.
they want to have the control over the entire chain.
Yeah.
So I think that is something which, if we can achieve that in the next 10-15 years, I think that would be the biggest change that we can bring. And it is happening.
It is happening.
happening.
Wonderful. Awesome, Saurabh. I think first episode of this season, but it's a mind-blowing episode. Got to learn so much, honestly, and so much of introspection, I think, that needs to be done for everyone.
Yeah.
Who's a consumer also, right? That what we are eating, how this entire value chain is actually operating, what you guys are doing, to help the farmer community grow, to make more money. Kudos to you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. I think this was wonderful. Thanks a
No,
lot.
it is
for
my
coming
pleasure
on
that I
Level
could
Up.
share this know-how. I think what I have learned is, the more we share, the more the वो बोलते हैं ना कायनात उसके लिए
yeah,
लग
of
जाती है.
course,
So
of
I think
course.
I believe in that. My dad used to believe in that. So yeah, thank you so much for bringing me here.